Good morning, everybody. This is Mike from Mike's Grow Room. I wanted to do a follow-up on my video yesterday. I wanted to do it early this morning because I needed to touch on a few things. I keep forgetting I started this for new growers, and a lot of new growers don't know PPM, EC, and etc. And yesterday got a little carried away. I was just thinking, taking it presumptive that you all knew what to double check the PPM for that tea, check the EC for the tea. So I want to touch on that. I apologize for not getting more in depth. I had one of my subscribers sent me a question this morning, I saw, about checking the PPM if I did. Well, I do check it, but I didn't do it yesterday to show you guys what this is all about. So that's what I'm doing. I just have you showing a picture of the seedlings because I'm going to do a little talking here. It won't be long. But when I did my tea yesterday for the seedling tea, when I did check the PPM on it, it was at 2720. Now, for seedling PPMs, you can look online and Google online and look for PPMs for different stages. You're going to find 20 different things. I would suggest whatever nutrients you're using. To most of all those nutrients, they supply a chart, or they have a chart available online for their particular nutrients. I would suggest you check with them and see what they suggest for their nutrient line, what PPMs you should be feeding. Now, with that said, I'm just going to go over generalize what I do. So it was 2720. Of course, I needed to dilute that down from 200 to 400 parts per million. All right, and I want an EC of about 0.5 to 1.1. And you can get a meter that can show you all this. But when you dilute it down to 200 to 400, then check your EC. It should be somewhere in that neighborhood. But you want it about 0.5 to 1.1. EC is just electroconductivity. When you give nutrients to your plants, they build up in the roots, they become salts. And the more salt that you accumulate on the roots, the less nutrients it's going to be able to uptake. So you don't want a high EC. You don't want a real high PPM because you'll just have excess nutrients. Your plant can't use all those nutrients, and what could happen is you can get nutrient lock. And what you have to do is just flush it and flush it and flush it until you get back down to where you need to be. So I wanted to go over that. My PPM was 2720. I'll dilute it down to 200 to 400 for seedlings. Now for early veg and vegging, I go 700 to 900 parts per million. And I have an EC of 1.2 to 1.6. That's for vegging. And for flowering, I'll go anywhere from 1,000 to 1,400 ppm. You don't want to go over 1,500. And I want an EC of 1.6 to 2.4. Now again, everybody out there's got their own numbers. They got their own figures they go by. That's fine. If you're a new grower, check with your nutrient line if you use nutrients. If you're not using nutrients and you're using organic, then Google organic. Google will come up with all kinds of different charts. But I'll go start with the lowest and work your way up, especially with nutrients, because remember, nutrients are selling you nutrients. They want you to use them. So just remember that. So always start with your low end if you got nutrients, and then work your way up if you need to. All right. So that's what I wanted to touch on. Just a short video. I wanted to go over the PPMs, my tea yesterday, and I should have checked it and told you guys about this. So that's why I'm doing this early this morning. I want to get this out here before it confuses a lot of people. And I don't want them making my tea that I just made yesterday and feeding it straight to their seedlings, because it's 2,720 was what the PPM is, and I'm wanting 200. So, you know, a little high. So I apologize for that. I need to get back thinking that this is for, I started my channel for new growers, and I got to think more like a new grower and give them the information they need. So I apologize for that. So guys, that's it for this morning. I hope I answered some of your questions. If you didn't, just send me a question or send me an email. Be happy to follow up on it. And I did start a Patreon page. If any of you guys can help me with the Patreon, it's patreon.com/Mike's Grow Room. There'll be different things I do for the patrons. I'm just starting this up, just trying to get a little help for my channel with all the expenses that I incurred. So anyway, thanks guys. If not, at least like helps a lot. I'll be settled for a good like. Subscribe. Please share with your friends so we get more subscribers. And we will see you on the next video. Take care, guys.